Hello. Alright, so here we are, playing some Bloodstained. We're in the Oriental Sorcery Lab, which means we are 2 areas from beating this game. So, if you weren't with us last time, we got the Zangetsu's Blade, which is called the Zangetsuto, a great blade whose bearers are given the name Zangetsu or Moon Sunderer. What could that mean? Stick with me and you'll find out. So here we go. That is some leg. So, like, I could run through this, or we could just use a Waystone, but I think Waystone is probably the way to go. So, if you don't have this sword, and you go fight the boss I'm about to fight, you get a terrible ending. As you should, because good lord, clearly you need the sword to get the good ending. Also, we're going to get a really cool double jump shard. Let's see, high jump, there we go. So, when I first made the shard, I thought that it might take away my double jump, and I thought, well, that's bad. But also, even if it did take away my double jump, this shard's good enough that it was fine. So...
Johannes.
So what we just made was this. This. Oh, for the love of God. What did we just make?
What are we transmuting this time?
Not that jump. High jump. Allows you to jump higher than normal. Yeah, I don't care about that. Use left up and left bumper.
Come back if... Are you... So...
Get away from me, Johannes. No one cares. There we go. There it is. This right here. So normally you just have double jump, but I just made this. You can do this as much as you want. It's super great. You can go wherever you want. And we're gonna beat the shit out of this game. We're gonna break it in half. I mean, if I'm honest, we've just broken this game in half already. It doesn't matter, but... me. Here we go. Alright, so we got the sword that cuts moons. So let's go fight the last boss. And there may or may not be a moon during that fight, and then we may or may not cut it in half. Who's to say? I mean, really. Excuse me. We're going actually just right here. I did not need to do that. Stop it. Whee! Alright, here we go. Got the Zangetsu blade. Punch this guy in his face. It's gonna be great.
What next time, old babe?
Again, I'm skipping all of these scenes because I'm playing New Game Plus, and if you want to see them, play skip. Stop hitting me with lightning and shit. Oh no. Alright, so we got the bad ending there. That's the bad ending.
But was it the right thing?
It was not the right thing. That's
That many shards
we did-
bound to you,
we
you will
did
be
bad.
all too easy to possess.
Game over. Okay, we will try that again. Hopefully without getting a game over this time. Good lord. Embarrassing. I was thinking about streaming Final Fantasy Tactics because that's a great game. And I was like, I haven't played Final Fantasy Tactics since I was like 17 or something. So it'd be great. And then I thought I would just grind a lot, so maybe it wouldn't be so good. But God, that's a fantastic game. Oh no, I'm losing viewers. Gotta do a exciting thing. Alright, let's not go ham this time, I suppose.
Next time.
Don't care. Kevel, it's fine. No big deal. So the moon is red. I'm gonna hit it with a sword. Oh my god, I killed the moon. Wait, I didn't kill the moon.
At last, the Liber Logaeth.
Oh, the
is
Liber
mine.
Logaeth is his. I'm skipping this. Again, spoilers. If you want to know the story, come and play the game. Alright, so, Gebel's dead. Everything's fine, though. We're going to get that, which is our legendary equipment that we can make now. We're gonna go down here, we're gonna save. And now you might be thinking, well, so now what? We killed who we thought was a bad guy, but he wasn't the bad guy. It was crazy, right? So there's a place in this game, and I can't remember where it is. Let's see. It's a long corridor. I think it's... I feel like it's... Can't go that way. This is awful, and I'm losing viewers by the second. Man, where's it? We'll go here. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Okay, so up. Not up that far, up this far. What the hell is a row counter, and why did you have to pull it up? I'm so confused. So how the hell? I'm sorry. You're right. The row counter was the way to go. I'm just figuring out where we need to go real quick because there's no reason for us to. Okay. So, guess what? You're wrong. You know, people like this game, and I like this game a lot. But also, when I play Castlevania Symphony of the Night, I don't get super confused on where to go. That could be because I've played it a million times. Alright, so... Alright. But good lord. This game really requires you to just be like, to just trust, I guess. Which is a thing I'm not willing to do. We are growing closer as a stream family. We can all get dysentery, it's fine. What is this Mega Castlevania compilation that you downloaded? No, I want to play Super Castlevania also. And I feel like I'm going to beat this game tonight, and I feel like I need a thing to do, and I feel like Super Castlevania is the thing to do. So I really am upset that you have decided that that's what we're doing tonight. Alright, so check it out. Oh my god. Oh, Blood Moon. Hey-ya! With the sword. Got it.
Curse you.
That lady's very upset. Let's go this way. Great. Oh boy. What do we got here? This guy seems real upset. Again, I'm not showing any story here because it's all secret time. But they're all very upset that the old man has fallen over. Probably not dead. He'll be fine. Don't worry about that. That's fine. I can't skip that.
Johannes.
Oh my lord. Alright, let's do this. So this is Den of the Behemoths. This place is really fun because treasure chests are 8 times the size of your character and sort of the enemies. But also, we're going to go back to our super awesome sword, which is called... I'll know it when I find it. Ah, there we go. Revelar. Look at that. Easy, Dave. No, for real though. So you got a Castlevania collection. What do you mean you downloaded it? Like, I love Super Castlevania. Super Castlevania 4 is maybe my favorite Castlevania game. Like, I'm a big fan of Symphony of the Night lights, like this. But Super Castlevania 4 is probably my favorite, like regular Castlevania game. I'm a big fan of Castlevania 3, also. Castlevania 3 is really good. I like to take the Sypha route because that's the hard one, and you know, when I was a kid, that's what we did. You took the hard one. Why can't I? What is going on here? Go down. There we go. God, what a pain in the ass. What? So okay. So what? Where did you get this? Where did you get this Castlevania game? This thing that's just unbelievably good Castlevania game. Like you got on Steam. Where'd you get this? Because I too would like, you know, to play 10 Castlevania games, and one of them is Symphony of the Night. But I've got a lot of good games. So here's the thing. So like, I'm gonna beat this game, and then after this, what do we play? So like, Super Castlevania 4 is good. I could probably stream that. I think I'd want to stream that, and then I'd also want to do like Soul Blazer. At heart, I'm a Super Nintendo kid, so I would want to do just a ridiculous amount of Super Nintendo games. So Soul Blazer would be good. So I feel like I would do Super Castlevania 4, Soul Blazer, maybe Pilot Wings, because that's just absolutely absurd. Xbox Store just had like Super Castlevania stuff. Like, what? I don't believe you. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to look it up. It seems bad. Oops. Look at these giant things. Terrible. I'm sure they really hurt. So, I never played Pilot Wings 64. I read about it a lot, it seemed really good. The only Pilot Wings game that I ever put any substantial amount of time into was Pilot Wings for Super Nintendo. And, okay, so check it out. So this guy, so I didn't really, I don't know how I got here. Very drunk. Oh shit. You know what? That's fine. So this guy, he's like, hey, you want to race? And you're like, yeah, totally, I want to race. And if you beat him, then you get the shard the blue shard I'm using right now. The super fast shard. So anyway, and he's like, oh no, I'm dead, you suck, why'd you beat me? And then you get this shard. So, Accelerator is a shard. I beat him a million times, so my shard's really leveled up. Anyway, back to Pilot Wings. The best part about Pilot Wings, for Super Nintendo anyway, is you're doing like Pilot Wings stuff. Like your Pilot Wings people are like, hey, person, I need you to do these Pilot Wings. And you're like, oh yeah, I need to land, I need to parachute into this part, into this place. I need to do these things. And then like 3/4 of the way through the game, your teachers all get kidnapped because it turns out they're working for the military, and you have to go rescue them, and it becomes a shooter, and that's super bizarre. Like, what? That's and also awful, because the conceit is that you're working for some kind of terrible paramilitary program, to be a pilot, and it's not good. It's bad. Holy shit, I died? And no one in my stream told me I was about to die. Thanks, stream. You're doing great. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I'm in the Hall of Termination. This sucks.
Ow! Why you?
I don't even want to believe that just happened. I'll be right back. I'm so upset. I didn't know I was dying either. I was just talking about Pilot Wings. So I blame you because you were talking about Pilot Wings, and I'm like, hey, I too will talk about Pilot Wings. Jesus Christ. I cannot believe I died. Alright. That's, just so you know, Katie, that's the first time I've died playing this game. And this is the end of the game. So I made it through the entire game until you were like, hey, let's talk about Super Castlevania and making sleeves with my barn. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying that, like, god damn it. Alright, let's see if you can make it out of here. Can't go this way. So Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I have so much to talk about. So Zombies Ate My Neighbors, for everyone who's not aware, was like a top-down, oh my fucking lord. So it was like a top-down shooter, I guess you'd call it. It was similar to like Smash TV, or games of that ilk. But so the conceit of Zombies Ate My Neighbors was every level there were a certain amount of neighbors. You had to grab them. Once all the neighbors were collected or dead, then a level door opened and you went to the next level. You had a bunch of
Alfred.
equipment you could use. You had squirt guns. You
must
had
have known.
silverware, which is good against like werewolves. You
Johannes.
had holy symbols, good against like vampires. There's a ton of stuff. You had tomatoes, good against aliens. So every weapon had you had weed whackers, good against plants, creatures. There was a ton of stuff in that game. It's a great game. It's a great co-op game. Kind of shows its age now. It's also incredibly difficult. So, Grass City Games is saying over there, like, yes, Zombies Ate My Neighbors was incredibly hard. The biggest problem with that game, in my opinion, as a crazy man, so that game, it had a password system. So if you could get to X level, you got a password, no big deal. It was fine. The problem is, if you used that password, you started the game over with just a squirt gun, which is your base weapon. That's bad because that game is based around you collecting items to destroy the zombies and stuff with. So if you did nothing but if you got to like level 16 and you put in the level code for 16, the password, you just had a squirt gun, and that's it. And level 16 might be full of werewolves, which you need forks and stuff to go with. So it's
Let's put your luck to the test.
that game. You really get screwed for continuing. But also, I love that game. That is a game that really is a childhood favorite of mine. And also, I just killed the boss.
Plunder.
So the only time I beat Zombies Ate My Neighbors was using Game Genie.
Look at these savings.
And that's fine. Or the level select code to get to the very end of the game. That is a game. Yeah, that game is a game that like you say, oh, like you're drunk, your friends are over, and you're like, hey, let's play Zombies Ate My Neighbors. And you're like, oh, everyone's like, yeah, sounds good. But like, no, don't. What the fuck? I died again.
My wager.
What is happening?
My win.
You're distracting me with all these great 16-bit games. And I was talking about them and not paying attention to Bloodstained at all. No, Zombies is a ridiculously hard game. So they also had there's a sequel to Zombies Ate My Neighbors. It was called Ghoul Patrol. It came out for the Genesis and Super Nintendo. It was not even close to as good.
Let's put your luck to the test. Just watch as I clean. Plunder. Look at these savings.
So I point out that when I played this game originally, I had no problem with him. And when I played it now, I died terribly the first time. So yeah, Zombies had Ghoul Patrol was its sequel. It was a totally fine game, but So there's a lot of Super Nintendo games that are really good offline that I would probably say you should play before Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Fire Striker, which is like a pinball-like game, that's a fantastic two-player game. Obviously, any of the Bombermans. Goof Troop. Goof Troop is a super fantastic game that it does not get its due. Goof Troop was made by Shinji. Oh man, I forget his name, but he was the guy that made Resident Evil. And he was like, "Hey, how about Goof Troop?" And people were like, "I don't know." Turns out, totally fine. Tiny Toon Adventures. So I don't know what Tiny Toon Adventures Wacky's Forces, but Tiny Toon Adventures Buster Bust Loose is a fantastic platformer. And level 4 is a football game, which is fun. There's a boss here that we will fight probably next week. So the best part of streaming is that at some point I will get to games that I really want. So Bloodstained's really good, but we will start probably next week. We'll probably start with Super Nintendo games like Soul Blazer. Oh my god, I died again. You guys are you're doing terribly. You need to tell me, hey, you're about to die. Alright, we're fine. Thanks. Hey, you know what? You're doing great. I'm not paying attention. But so after I beat, oh my lord, are you kidding me?
Let's put your luck to the test.
So he restores health based on your gold. I've got 241,000 gold, so feels bad, man.
Look at these savings.
So after I beat Bloodstained here, if I don't constantly die, oh shit, killed him without taking a single hit. Good for me. If I can make it to the end of this game, then next week I'm going to start going for some Super Nintendo games. So one that I really want to go through is Soul Blazer. Soul Blazer is one of my favorite games. The problem with the Super Nintendo is there's a ton of role-playing games that just... I played almost every Super Nintendo role-playing game that was released, and I think they're all really great, and I think I should play through them all again, because I hate my life. So why not? But that's a thing that I'm going to do next week. I'm going to start. And if anyone has a thing that they like really want to see, my YouTube channel is right there. Just throw whatever you want at me. I would probably do it. especially if it's from the Super Nintendo era. So, hey, guess what? I'm watching my health tank today. Super Black Pass. I love that you're here. I rented Super Black Pass. I can't believe that. So, yeah, no, I legitimately was like, yeah, Super Black Bass, that seems fun. And Super Black Bass is a good fishing game, first of all. So how dare you? And I really liked it when I rented it, so maybe I will play through Super Black Bass. You know what? No one else is streaming Super Black Bass, so I feel like you've just set me up for super success, which I appreciate 100%. I also own Super Black Bass. The thing with Super Black Bass is it's one of those Super Nintendo games that you can get for 42 cents. So, I think the only other game I have that's more common than Super Black Bass is Las Vegas. Oh god, what's it called? So it's a gambling game. So Walmart had. Thank you. Walmart. I don't know who. So on eBay 10 years ago. I feel like it's called like Las Vegas Club or something. Anyway, no, Las Vegas Stakes. Las Vegas Stakes. So like 10 years ago when I really got into game collecting, there were 2 Super Nintendo games that you could buy mint in box unopened. One was F-Zero, and I have a complete in box unopened copy of F-Zero. And the other one was Las Vegas Stakes, and I have that one too. Las Vegas Stakes is more of like a role-playing game if you had money. That's what it is. It's Caesar's Palace. Maybe. What is it? Shit, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna have to look after this. I feel like it is Caesar's Palace. Stop kidding me. This really hard to do. Okay. I feel like it's Caesar's Palace. So, okay, so I can figure this out very quickly. So I remember the game. I remember. You walk around, like it's kind of like an RPG. Like you walk around to like various tables. Like, oh, it's the blackjack table. You're gonna play blackjack now. Or you go over here and you're playing poker now. But it's a top-down, kind of like a rope. Yes, thank you. I saw that my health was getting wrecked. Yeah. Play whatever you want. Yeah. So it's Caesar's Palace is what we're talking about. Yes, there's different bed levels you can do. Yeah. So we're there. All right, I have Dimension Shift now, which is what you need to get to the end of the game. And I'm not gonna go back and get potions. We're just gonna beat the game and call it good. The thing that always made me crazy about Caesar's Palace was I always felt it was like a fake role-playing game, and that's what that's the most games I played as a kid with my Super Nintendo were role-playing games. So Caesar's Palace to me seemed like a kind of like a fake one. So I was like, I was really weird about it. Oh shit, what did we get? We are the coolest kids. You're not wrong. So check this out.
Dimension shift!
Dimension shift.
Dimension shift! Dimension shift! Dimension shift!
So cool. Like Battleship the movie? Yo, what is the Battleship Super Nintendo game? So, from a Super Nintendo perspective, my like action games, RPGs, that was my wheelhouse. So, Battleship, probably out of my wheelhouse. One of my favorite Super Nintendo games that I feel like doesn't get a lot of credit anymore is Super Adventure Island 2. Fantastic game. If I streamed it, it would be terrible. It would be like a 26-part series because I couldn't remember where to go. Scenarios? Like, what is the scenario? Like, this thing's over here?
So even
Also, so here's one of the last bosses. Oh,
do you realize what will happen?
That's it.
It will.
Yeah, flick this shit up.
Fail! I summon thee to my side.
Alright, so I killed the lady who didn't like us, and now she was like, well, you know what, go to hell and fight the bad boss. So, like, here's this dude who's like, look at me! I got sharp teeth and sweet hair, and to the left is a frog and also a cat. No big deal.
Pray while you can.
Missing terribly. I murdered Satan. Or whatever it is, Satan. So I won't skip the ending. I skipped everything else, so
Dominique.
make sense of this.
She could have done so much good.
I know.
Wait. The same thing.
Actually, I'm skipping it. So what was that? 5 streams of Bloodstained? Probably 2.5 hours. It's a great game. Game when it broke. Very young Skyler just hanging out over there. No big deal.
It's over.
I agree, it is. So that's Bloodstained. The story's totally rote, terrible, awful story. Par for the course for video games. If you want to watch, if you want to learn about the story, you can go through the game. The game's fantastic. Arguably better than Symphony of the Night. So if you want to go through it and actually play it, that'd be great. I love it. That was my second playthrough. I should probably go through and do all the achievements and stuff, but maybe I will, maybe I won't. So that was kind of the tertiary stream of my streams. I stream Hearthstone kind of daily. I do WoW intermittently, and then Bloodstained was my kind of third thing. So with Bloodstained being done, I think at this point I'm gonna go back to more classic games. Bloodstained's kind of a classic game in the Symphony vein. I'm rhyming, so that's fine. Like I was saying to my friends in chat, I'd like to play through things like Soul Blazer, ActRaiser. I love Super Nintendo games. I played through so many of them. I'd like to play through more. Play through them on stream. This seems like a super great idea. So, if you guys want to see me play through something in particular, let me know. I feel like I'm pretty good at video games. I'm not like a super speedrunner man or anything, but I'll get through whatever you throw at me. So I think what we're gonna do is tomorrow I'm gonna start the what I'm gonna call the classic block, and I think I'm gonna go with I think ActRaiser is gonna be what I'm gonna start tomorrow. ActRaiser or Soul Blazer, they're both Quintet games. Quintet was a studio out of Enix that did a lot of good stuff, and they're really good games. So I think that's what I'm going to go with, and we'll go from there. And after that, hopefully I don't fall into the rabbit hole of replaying role-playing games that I beat as a kid, because I don't have that kind of time. I'd love to play through 7th Saga again, said no one ever. But, I don't know. We'll see. That's, I was surprised by this game. I originally got Game Pass for Outer Worlds, and then I played this instead, so I could go through Outer Worlds, but that's kind of like a Fallout. Like a 3D Fallout, which is whatever I'm a fan of. So, whatever, go back, watch these. Again, if you have a idea for a terrible old Super Nintendo game to go through, let me know. I think so. Like I said, tomorrow I'll probably start with ActRaiser, and then after ActRaiser, maybe we do Super Adventure Island 2. And then, I don't know, the sky is the limit. It's not. The 800 game library, the Super Nintendo is the limit, if I'm being honest, but it is what it is. I'm also continuing to talk because you get an achievement if you watch all of these credits, and I did not my first time through, so Oh, Super Black Bass. You know what? I feel like Super Black Bass could be a good feature. I could do like serial tie-in with ActRaiser, and then maybe Super Black Bass it up a couple times a week. I hate that Super Black Bass is being thrown at me, but especially because everyone knows the best fishing games on the Super Nintendo were Breath of Fire 1 and 2, because they weren't at all like fishing. Oh shit, what's up, Chase? No, Bassmasters is... So you're right, I could be confused. I know that I played a game with bass in the title. I rented it, it was fine. We caught some bass. Chase, you're gonna have to be the deciding vote if I play Bassmasters or Super Black Bass or ActRaiser. Yeah, no, there were. So the problem with Super Mario RPG is I played that with Kane like 2 years ago. I played through the whole thing with them, and like I did voices, and like it would have been really great had I been streaming it, but I wasn't. And Super Mario RPG is gonna have to be another couple of years. Yeah, I want to go with kind of Super Nintendo games. I've got, because that's kind of my wheelhouse. I will replay almost any Super Nintendo game that I've played through before. So if you have any ideas, I'm open to it. And like Super Mario RPG, just because I played it a couple years ago doesn't mean I don't play it again. It's just a game that I would like I'd want to do something else. Just because I played through it with Kane just a couple of years ago, but I would play through it again. I mean, whatever. Oh, okay. Click that link right now. Little Big Adventure 2. What in the hell is that? So, no, I'm... You guys are the fucking worst. Like you're throwing Super Black Bass at me and Sim Ant, like... So, like, yeah, I could play through Sim Ant, and I probably wouldn't get eaten by a tarantula. But maybe I would. Also, red ants. No, yeah, classics like Sim Ant. The problem with Sim Ant would be like a 52-piece miniseries where I would be just like trying to make it through. You know, the worst part about Sim Ant is I remember it would rain and then flood your home and all your ants would die. Terrible. Oh yeah, I played a lot of Sim Ant. I was never good at it because I was 9, but you know. Right, exactly. You know, fucking flooding. What? That's terrible. That, and then like you'd pop your head out and be like, oh shit, tarantula, or like you'd be moving a bunch of your ants and then there'd be a lawnmower. It just was it's a game that hates you, really. I would play through Donkey Kong Country. I played through Donkey Kong Country a lot, Chase. So yeah, Donkey Kong Country I'd absolutely play through again. The advantage to a game like Donkey Kong Country compared to like Super Mario RPG is obviously it's a action game, so it plays. I feel like it plays better on stream. You know, I'm not gonna ever die at Mario RPG. I'm gonna go through and grind and beat everything. So. I don't know. I have an ASCII turbo controller, so I just put everything in turbo for the best. But yeah, like I would. That's why I'm thinking like role playing games like ActRaiser, Secret of Mana, stuff like so like I say role playing games, but they're really these credits, just so you know, are so long. Like, what is this? Who are all these people? These must be Kickstarter people. But yeah, I feel like action RPGs and stuff like that stream better. I mean, Mario RPG is a good game, but so I played all the Star Wars games: Super Star Wars, Super Emperor Strikes Back, Super Return of the Jedi. They're all terrible games. Please don't put that on me, Chase. Those games are just legitimately terribly designed games they're difficult, and like, could I get through them? Yeah. I would also hate myself at the end of it. Well, so Jedi Outcast is, I feel like they re-released that for Switch. Hey, I would absolutely play through Super Nintendo Aladdin. That is a good game. It's a legitimately good game. I just want to point out that the credits have been scrolling for 16 minutes at this point. No, Aladdin was good. Super Nintendo had so many good games. Even if it was garbage, so there's one that's really close to my heart because when I grew up, I had a friend who really liked it. It's called Zardion, Xardion. It's like a mech game. It's basically a 2D action platformer. And now that I think about it, maybe that's the game I stream starting tomorrow. But you are not only suggesting good games, Brass City games. You threw Black Bass City at me or whatever, like, which might be a great fishing game, but I gotta tell you, its appeal is fairly slim. I think this game's just making up fucking names. It's just going forever. There's a lot of fishing games for Super Nintendo, genuinely. But really, I mean, if you want to go fishing games and the best fishing games, you gotta go Dreamcast, because they had a controller that was a fishing rod. Shoutouts to Gunlord 500 and Joshua Perry Paco. If it makes you feel better, I've been out of whiskey for a while. I've just been drinking claws and beer. So, which is why I died like 4 times going to the last boss. So I wasn't paying attention at all. What stuff? You mean you forgot you guys still play that stuff? Oh. Yeah, well, it's not super great. Alright, so that's Bloodstained. So, either later tonight... What time is it? Let's see. So it's 12:20, so probably not tonight, but... yeah, I did it. So tomorrow I'm going to start going back to the land of Super Nintendo, and I think tomorrow's gonna be ActRaiser, and we'll go from there. No, you should go to sleep and also make your sweaters and stuff. I think we're doing ActRaiser tomorrow. ActRaiser is one of my favorite Super Nintendo games, so that's a good game to start with. Music's really good. Kirby's Dream Course is a good game, but I'm bad at it. I should be good. Well, I appreciate all of you hanging out with me. Yeah, we'll start some classic block tomorrow. Oh yeah, well, that's what happens. The drunker I get, the worse I am at Hearthstone. And the problem is, I only want to play more Hearthstone when I'm drunk. So I'm gonna need you to go fail at Magic Arena for me. But yeah, we'll do. So I've got a 3-day weekend, so we can definitely do ActRaiser probably in 2 nights. I think. I think it'd be cool to go through the Quintet trilogy. The Quintet trilogy is ActRaiser, Skyblazer. No, Skyblaser's over here. That's a Sony thing. ActRaiser, Soul Blazer, and then Terranigma, which I've never played through. So, because that only came out in Japan and EU, so I think that'd be fun to stream. Also, maybe it'd be terrible to stream. Who knows? I don't know. I've got 4 people on the stream, so everything's great. All right. Good night, and this is where I leave you. I'll see you tomorrow.